Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short in transit lesson, late night in transit lesson, another late night in transit lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And I want to name this one, you think things are bad now, you got a hard life ahead of you. Alright. What made me want to do this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, I just got off work. And earlier today at work, you got a bunch of Edomites, of course, in my job. Mainly it was two Edomites that basically stood out to me today. One when we was on the floor working, we had this one just picking stuff up and just throwing stuff, and because we got to stack stuff on a VOP or a pallet, certain goods that the machines asked for, and he was just throwing it, and then he threw one thing, and then he threw one carton or one box or whatever, one thing of eggs or whatever, and it broke. It fell off and it broke. All right, and he was just kicking and screaming. He was pissed off. You could tell he was pissed off. And this other Edomite at my job, I seen him sitting at the table on a lunch break, and he just looked, stressed out, man, straight up and down stressed out. All right, and I'm thinking to myself, seeing them two Edomites, I said, yeah, man, he's starting to feel it, man. Esau is definitely starting to feel it, them curses. All right, because now, the scriptures speak about having a sorrow of heart. All right, and the curses is spoken about in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Lord will, if I can stroll down and find that, I'm gonna go to it in Deuteronomy 28. But it speaks about having a sorrow of heart. The Lord will give thee sorrow of heart, a sorrow of mind, which is your heart, which is your mind. All right, La'ab, which is your mind. Basically just catching hell, man. Rather, catching hell on the job, catching hell at, off the clock when you go home, bills piling up, behind on bills. Esau starting to feel it, man. Esau starting to feel that stress, that headache, that pain. All right, that Jake has been feeling ever since we've been in exile. All right, because now the Most High is beginning to flip the curses. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemy. Right, when you read Psalms, matter of fact, let's go to that. It's like, I'm going to finish reading it first. Upon all thy enemies and on all them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Right, all our enemies. Who are our enemies? All right, Psalms, the 83rd chapter, tells you who all of our enemies are and all the people that hate us, which is Esau, mainly Esau, and the other nations do as well. But Esau is the top culprit, all right, at the top of the list. That's why I named him first. This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 2. For though thy enemies make a turmoil, I started one. Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. What's like here? A song of Psalms of Asaph. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For though thy enemies make a turmoil, and all they that hate thee have lifted up thy head, and they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, which are the true children of Israel, the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. All right, and lift up thy head, and they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted it together against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent, and they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, right? The house of Edom, the first name listed, the so-called white man. All right, which the Edomites The so-called white people today are the descendants of the ancient biblical Edomites. All right, whether you like it, accept it, or believe it or not, the so-called white race today are the Edomites. All right, and you got a harsh, horrible, gruesome, dark days ahead of you, man. All right, think things are bad now. You know you catching hell at your job. You know your boss pissing you off, or the work's too hard, or your woman starting to give you problems, or inflation and all that. You know, you think it's hard now. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. Wait till you get in slavery, man. Wait till the kingdom of heaven is established. All right, then you really gonna feel it. Read it again. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. The Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemy, and all them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Which number one on that list, like we just read in Psalms 83rd chapter, is Esau. All right, the nation of Edom, who's starting to feel these curses. All right, I saw it firsthand today, man. I was looking at that guy's eyes. The dude was stressed the hell out. The guy that I was working with on the floor, and the guy that I saw sitting in the break room, who had his head and his hands covering his eyes, straight stressed out. All right, and again, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. You ain't seen zero yet. All right, nothing. All right, when the kingdom of heaven is established, then you devils really gonna feel it, man. All right, you really gonna feel what it's like, what them curses is like. Cause right now the Most High is reversing the curses, but He's about to take the curses all the way off the nation of Israel and put them on you devils and you other nations. All right. This is Revelation chapter 13. Verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And Esau did all that to us. All right, so he has to get the payback. What he did to us is going to be done to him. It should be done. That's good to say. It should be done to thee. All right, you led us into captivity, so you got to go into captivity. Hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery. You murdered us with the sword, you gonna get murdered with the sword. All right, and we had the spiritual powers. The elect will have the spiritual power, and ultimately the whole nation of Israel will have the spiritual powers to bring you back to life. All right, so there's no escape, man. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? The saints are the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. Like it, accept it, or believe it or not, those are the saints. Those are the true people of the Lord, the guys of the King James Bible. All right. So yeah, man, you devils' time is up, man. Let me get this real quick, because your sentence is 1,000 years of captivity, and after that, your whole race is going to be exterminated, according to Obadiah, the book of Obadiah. All right. Let me get one more scripture, and I'm gonna close it up. Where is that? Slovakia. It's not 44. Let's go further down. Slot, brothers. Let me find it real quick. Okay, Salakia, brothers, here it is. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 65. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease. Right? Like among you devils, we found no ease. All right? In these times, we find no ease. So when the Lord flips the curses, you ain't gonna find no ease when we're in power. All right? When the nation of Israel is in power, you're not gonna find any ease. All right? Again, you think you got it bad now? You really ain't gonna find no ease in the kingdom. All right? And man, we can work your ass. It could be, what time is it? 12, look, almost 1 o'clock. We can have your ass out there working right now. As long as it ain't a Sabbath day, if we choose to, we can have your ass working from now. Get your ass up from now and work from 12 the next day. All right. from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right, or 1 p.m. or whatever. However long we want to work you, as long as it ain't a Sabbath day, we can do that. All right. So you really think you devils think you got it bad now? Again, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just like among you we found no ease, among us you ain't gonna find no ease. And thou shalt find no ease, neither shall thy soul, neither shall the soul of thy foot have rest. Right? Just like we don't have rest. We don't truly have rest. All right, we're always coming and going, ripping and running. All right, constant headaches. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. All right, your woman against us, your children need to get you against us. All right, why? Because he's the so-called white man. All right, he put laws and stuff in place with a woman and a child. It's really over the man here. What is over the man here? All right. But among us, your foot ain't gonna find no rest. You constantly gonna be sleeping. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. Like we got now, the Lord is gonna put that on you, and you're starting to feel that now. Again, like when I saw that devil at that table, or that devil at work, I thought about the scripture. He is sorrow of mind. All right. But why are they mad? They're mad because this is their kingdom, and they in their spirit they know this is their kingdom, this is their world, and it's been taken away from them. And you should be angry at the elites of your society, man. The elites of your people, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. You should be angry at them. Oppenheimers, you know them devils. You should be angry at them because they stole your piece of the pie. They're living good while you working in a warehouse. All right, slaving in a warehouse for fucking crumbs. All right. While they're worth trillions of dollars. They can help feed, clothe, the house, everybody in the world, make everybody in the world rich, make all you devils rich. But they chose to keep it for themselves. And they'll still be rich after they make you rich, super rich, and they'll still be rich. But they choose to keep it to themselves. Why? Because they're greedy. And they don't give a fuck about you regular Edomites anyway. All right. And that's pretty much it. But I thought about this scripture, how we're feeling these emotions right now. All right, sorrow of mind, and we got no ease. We're feeling this curse right here. This is the main curse I thought about when I saw him. And the Lord's gonna flip this curse on you devils. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And peace and safety to you, brothers, pushing this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.